2 weeks ago, I told you from this pulpit that it was my last sermon until the fall, and it is. I'm grateful to have others today. I did not say it was my last service because I knew, as many of us did, that the Supreme Court was expected to make some rulings, and I knew that if they did, I would want to be with you one more time before the summer. So I invite us to enter into the spirit of prayer and meditation and reflection. It is so important for us as community and as a community of faith that we hold together that which is too great for us to hold alone. So on this day, on this Sunday, the eve of a celebration of this nation, let us hold our grief at the loss of the ability of people to plan for the responsibilities of child rearing and the injustice of using women's bodies as political pawns. Let us hold together our horror at the expansion of gun rights at a time of an epidemic of gun violence. Let us hold together our sorrow at the restriction of the tools for the paltry interventions we have been trying to make against the reality of climate change. Let us hold all of these in our hearts, and let us turn to the deep ask of prayer. Spirit of life, God of love, may we be reminded on this day that the best prayer for an ailing democracy is written on the back of postcards and letters and sent to those whom we should never forget we elect. We ask that we not forget that the best incantation against the demons of declining democracy is the affirmation of the sanctity of the voting box, which we must teach to our children and their children and their children. May we remember in this place that the best spiritual teachers for our times are those whose identities have made them long subject to spiritual disciplines of patience and fortitude. And we ask today, Spirit of all that we hold holy, that we remember that the best act of faith we can display in the face of the destruction of human rights is to recommit to the long-term, courageous work of rebuilding and the perseverance to stay in the struggle. In the spirit of all that we still hold dear and all of our ideals, let us make each of the tomorrows to come a meditation on independence as a right for all and a chance to remember the humanity of those who would promote democracy by limiting its use, waving the flags, taking away votes. May we, in this time, pray for the larger heart. And may we be the ones to make it so.